Hi everyone, welcome back to Apocalypse Kitchen. My name is Jason.
And I'm Adrian, and also Andrew, and also the narrator.
Yeah, boy, we're slogging through this game for your entertainment and for ours.
I certainly hope so.
Welcome back to Big Dipper.
We're dipping some bigs. She stood up and brushed the snow off her clothes.
This trail's supposed to be a shortcut, if I remember correctly.
You don't seem extremely confident. Let's get back to the house and think about it. Believe me, traveling on foot is a bad idea.
And why should I trust you?
Because it's a reasonable thing to do. No. Let's go, Pops. Would never forget. Oh, let's go. Pops would never forgive me if he knew I let you go. I let you go.
Why?
Not about it anymore. Oh, sorry.
Why Pops?
What do you mean?
Are you guys close enough for you to call him that?
Yeah, we're closer than you realize. We're colleagues and friends, and maybe more than that.
You should have said that earlier.
I tried, but you had a gun. There was no trace of hostility left in Julie's facial expression. Yeah, it's totally different than what it was before. I could see. Oh, there we go. Whoa.
So that's who Grandpa's friend. That's who Grandpa is friends with.
Yeah, me's who. I's who. It was almost as if she was happy to see me now. I'm his only friend, really.
Why?
I promised to tell you everything, but let's just return to the house first.
Baby, it's cold outside. When I was little, he would always take walks here. There should be a shortcut around here somewhere.
It's probably through the trees. I don't know where it is, and you don't seem to remember either. Pop said there will be a blizzard and advised me to be careful. He's both of our daddies.
Well, it's not cold yet.
Was she that brave, or just plain stubborn?
But if Grandpa said there'll be a blizzard, we should probably stay inside.
She nodded and flashed me a charming smile.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Back into the fucking cabin. Sure, you seem to be hungry. Pizza?
I'd love to have some.
Well, that's just great.
Whoever translated this is doing a good job. ...
It was warm and cozy inside. Luckily, I managed to light up the fireplace before getting smacked over the head. Also, my garbage was everywhere.
I usually warm the house with my 2K Fresnel, but it didn't seem like the appropriate time.
Also, the house is warmer due to the urine. You should get close to the fire, warm yourself up. Quite easy to lose your limbs to hypothermia in these parts.
I have this winter hat and these mittens. You're the one neglecting your own health.
Well, everything just happened so quickly. I hope you don't mind if I put the gun somewhere more safe. Away from you.
Of course. I'm really sorry. I knew you were a friend. Oh, wait. I knew you were a friend and you broke into my fucking house. Sorry. Of course. I'm really sorry. If I knew you were a friend, I wouldn't have acted that way.
Yeah. Should I write it on my face?
Besides, it probably had the safety on. I don't know. I've never spent much time with it. Ha ha ha.
The girl laughed.
Maybe you should. I took you for a burglar at first.
A burglar with a key. Julie had already taken off her coat and was straightening up her sweater. I was finally able to take a good look at her. She was pretty and, thank heavens, didn't inherit any features from Pops, apart from the eyes. What? A burglar who comes here by car, opens the house with a key, and gets inside to warm himself up. How did you decide to arm yourself with a gun?
I just finished watching Home Alone. I'm always a bit confused when I come. I'm always a bit confused when I come to my senses. That's all right.
Oh, so you're
Adrian.
crazy.
No, I'm just quirky because out of necessity.
I'm a violent Zoe Deschanel.
I'm always a bit confused when I come to my senses. Sometimes it makes me do or say strange things. I'm gonna kill you! The house hasn't changed much, so I assume that Grandpa still lived here and you were a nasty trespasser. You should have seen what I did to the people in my childhood house.
Yeah. It's true that I had no chance to remodel the house. I was always a bit tight on time, but by the way, what do you mean by when I come to my senses?
I love she basically said, I'm always crazy when I'm always crazy when I'm sane. When I finally become sane. Adrian, we're in the microwave!
I took a pizza from the fridge. I took my head and stuck it in the microwave. Along with the pizza from the fridge.
It's a bit complicated. A very long story, so to speak.
We have plenty of time on our hands since I've microwaved my face. She heaved a deep sigh.
Promise me you won't lie. I don't know what the fuck that was. I went so slow. Promise me you won't laugh. I've been
She turned into a valley girl.
sleepwalking since I was 13.
Oh, is that what this is?
I would just go outside and set out in a random direction. It was a sight to be...
Behold.
It was a sight to behold for people passing by. It's a fire!
Sail.
and it was impossible to wake me up. Absolutely impossible. So someone would just lead me. Someone would just lead me to a safer place. The police.
The
or
police
the
or the hospital. Yeah, wow. Girl.
Come here.
You already
come
sound
here.
like
Hold on.
you're
Hey, come on.
Yeah.
Hello. Hey. This way.
Nothing to laugh at so far.
Say that. You can't say that for very much longer. I can't. I can stop if you want.
Thanks. Please continue.
So my parents decided to put me under lock and key. They set up cameras and locked the door of my room. My mom even showed me the records once. I just stood in pitch black darkness and turned the doorknob. It was
What
so
is she
spooky.
talking about? Are you following this? She's
Kind
talking
of.
about how she sleepwalked and then her mom showed her records.
Oh God, what is that movie called? Green State. Yeah, it's kind of like Green State. Isn't that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. Garden State. That's what it is. Garden State. There
So
we go.
that's the movie with Zach Braff in it, right?
Yeah, and Natalie Portman.
I bet it was. Yeah, I hadn't seen it. I always wanted to. Is she like nuts in it?
No, it's very much the what's that trope called?
Oh, like the manic pixie dream girl?
Yes, that. She is 100% that.
You know what I do when I feel completely unoriginal? Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, is that what this chick's supposed to be? A manic pixie dream
I
girl?
don't know. She may be a psychotic pixie dream girl.
I gotta go bury this hamster before the dogs eat him. Wanna help?
That's what I'm wondering if this game will turn into a horror game where she like out of nowhere starts stabbing us in our sleep or something.
I want it to, but
Yeah,
even this
that would be
line is
awesome.
like straight from
from
Garden State. Okay.
Really, is it?
I lied again. I have epilepsy. I had a seizure at the law office where I work.
Okay.
The seizures continued for a while and then suddenly stopped. It seemed like the other me, who was taking control at night, gave up.
What?
I forgot about my night strolls for a while, as did my parents. My habits
you forget
returned
that?
when I started living alone. Next October, though.
This upcoming October, huh?
I used to wake up in the forest at the lakeside, covered in blood.
Oh my
A
god.
long way from home, sometimes
These are red flags.
even tens of kilometers away. And now I'm here, and I met you. with
And
a
that's
gun
how I got
and a
here.
pan.
Oh my god, dude.
And I'm not even night walking.
Where are you from?
Orenburg?
Oreos.
Hold on.
I'm from Oreosburg.
It's, Russia.
It
Great. We're doing
This is
great.
Russian?
Orenburg, it lies on the Ural River. It's 1,478 kilometers, or 918 miles, southeast of Moscow.
Wow.
So quirky. Sorry.
What? That Orenburg from the southern border? Really? It's at least 2,000 kilos away. 2,000 clicks.
Is the pizza ready?
No. Oh, that's right. I burned it.
Ah, jeez.
I took out the plate and handed it to Julia. She carefully took a slice of pizza and put it in her mouth, even though it was burning hot. Yeah, okay.
It's so hot. Oh, God, it's so hot.
It's so hot.
Ah.
No need to rush. So you came all the way from Orenburg? She's like,
It seems like it. Fucking, oh, God.
oh, now I'm going to taste like rubber for a week. How did you get here?
I like trying to take the sexual tension out of the sales of the game. It's like, and then she put it in her mouth. And it's supposed to be like, it's hot. Instead of being like, fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where they're taking, by the way.
Do you have some milk? December 31st. Julia's mouth went agape, and she dropped the slice.
You must be joking.
I'm literally dying over here.
And I'm peeking.
I swear.
Oh, God. I was away for a month.
So she slept walk for a month?
I guess.
Do you expect me to believe you got here in a month sleepwalking all the way?
My parents used to be worried sick before the incident. Sorry. What a disaster.
Where's this game going, I guess, is what I'm thinking.
Somewhere between Garden State and 51st Dates, I think.
Her story was hard to believe. Wow.
I have to call my mom. I think she's still alive. Sorry. My brain went somewhere.
I think I might have killed her.
I have to call Mom. I'll say that I went to see my friend in the country. No, she of all people would know that I have no friends like that after the incident.
She of all people knows that I'm a lonely, lonely person with no one to love.
I seem to have lost my phone to boot.
My head was splitting open with pain again from the frying pan hit. You can use mine, just please calm down. You look so upset.
Really? I owe you one. Gee, bye.
Julia clutched her phone and ran outside. I finally picked up the plastic bags that were sitting by the front door with pee in it. The chicken was already thawing. You got groceries, I guess. I hope Julia won't wander into the forest again in the middle of the night like an insane person. Her muffled voice could be heard from the outside. She was saying something about the boonies, bad reception, memory loss, and murder.
And I forgot.
And I burned my mouth. Yeah.
My mouth is so hot.
I had to call Pops and ask him to pick her up. I'd almost forgot how busy I was myself, how much I needed done before Mom came to visit. I didn't even know how soon she was going to come. I gotta contact her as well.
The other me, I called Tabitha, and when people used to tell us, when people used to steer us to safer places, Tabitha didn't like that. So Tabitha stabbed all of my friends, and now we just wander the countryside with a backpack and a hopeful heart.
And now I'm Tabitha. Yeah. Julia returned visibly exhausted.
Well, it didn't go that bad. I was able to persuade her that I'm all right. What a nightmare. A month of my life just poof, gone.
I bet she was expecting you to come for New Year's Eve.
I really forgot your voice.
And she's like, it's New Year's?
Oh my, what year is it?
Yeah.
My parents don't celebrate. They don't even set up a tree.
Well,
They're
that's
always
Christmas,
going
but-
on business trips. So, wait, so Santa's
Not real?
family, yeah. What? So-
Is this supposed to be Santa's family, or did we just misinterpret the back of some dude's head?
I don't. His name was Nicholas.
Yeah,
we're
that's true.
interpreting. All right. Anyway, my parents don't celebrate. They don't even step it up. They're always going on business trips. They don't spend that much time at home, anyways. Might be the thing that triggers my sleepwalking, and that means I'm
wonder.
always alone during the holidays. I still love that time of year, though.
Well, at least it's nice that your mom worries about you, but apparently not that much.
Why couldn't they do Andrew at least the solid of making him on the same eye level as like a character the same size?
Yeah, like, I guess what it's... I don't know, this is really weird. Like, games like this hardly ever show your avatar. And so, like, it's supposed to be him in the bottom of the corner, that's what we're supposed to be envisioning for us. But, like, she is not in the environment, you know?
That's him in the corner. That's him in the spotlight, losing his religion. Isn't that true for every mom?
Not for mine, at the very least. Julia wanted to say something, but hesitated. She probably had more questions, but was afraid to sound rude. She was rather amusing, considering she was the one to smack me with the frying pan just a little while ago. Do you want to call Pops? He'll be delighted to hear from you.
Yeah, I probably should. I miss him so much. Wait, what year is it? What if we surprise him?
Is he... Wouldn't your presence here be enough of a surprise?
I mean, is there a chance I can see him?
Out of the question. The trip would take too much time, and I'm expecting guests.
Have you ever seen Polar Express? Takes forever. This is like a 12-page animated book they turned into a fucking 2-hour movie. Sorry, that was brazen of me. I just really want to see Tom Hanks.
Not as brazen as pointing a gun at my face, though. I had to admit her confidence level dropped at least twofold from the faithful moment of our meeting. Now she just kept on fixing her hair. I was probably too harsh. No, not at all. I'll drive you there any other day. You're Nicholas's granddaughter, after all. But today...
I understand.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you. Julia rubbed her brow. Do you mind if I make a call?
Andrew, just do me a favor.
What?
Just make sure I don't go to sleep. No reason.
Do you mind if I make a call? It's not to the police, I promise.
No problem. Should I leave?
Yes, you don't have to. I just need to check on something real quick.
Nearest hospitals. Nearest police department.
Gun stores. Julia nodded. I dialed Mom's number and turned away reflexively.
Yeah, some
I didn't
fucking
expect
crazy.
I wasn't even sure if she'd pick up.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
Jesus! I was ready to hang up and shoot her a message when the call suddenly connected.
When the game
Wow.
when the game has sound effects, it scares the shit out of me because nothing else is usually
It's like
happening.
a horror movie. It's like a jump scare, for real.
It is a jump scare. Hello?
Hi, Mommy!
Hi, baby.
Cold as ever. Hey, honey!
Just full
Wow,
of
she's
teen
so
angst.
cold. Yeah. When will you be coming, Mom?
Fucking bitch dropping her job to raise me. Fucking hate her. Buying buy me the newest Xbox. Fucking bitch. Well, as soon as I finish.
She's 1 foot in the grave. Got it.
No,
That's where he got his voice from.
Andrew?
What?
Are you all right, son?
And are you genuinely interested? Everything's fine.
I want to be.
Be careful on the road. There's gonna be a blizzard. I dropped the call as she was saying something.
What a bitch, right? Now
Yeah.
you can see. She turns around.
This would put her in my shoes for once. I hid my trembling hands into the pockets, turned back, and was met with a judgmental look.
I was so mad at my fucking mom reaching out, trying to love on me. Ugh. That's why I ran through the forest and met this old man. He called himself Nicholas. He offered me a job for free for 20 years. Take that, Mom, you unloving bitch. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. I don't know why that cracks me up so much. I hope you weren't talking to your mom right now.
Oh, are you gonna teach me how to deal with my own mother?
Fucking asshole. I hate Andrew so much.
Yeah.
Seems to me like you might, I don't know, hate her.
Have some mommy issues? Don't blow it out of proportion. And don't look at me like I'm some sort of monster. You don't have the full picture.
Oh. Come back. I only said that because I wanted him to keep running. I'm only talking about what I see and what more I'm going full Hallmark with this chick.
Yeah.
I'm only talking about what I see and more than willing to listen to your side of the story.
Except not because I hit you with a frying pan. No, you're talking about something you have absolutely no idea about. And do I look like I need a shoulder to cry on?
I'm not going to pity you.
She gazed at me intently. I couldn't suppress a nervous smile.
As you wish. Seems like it's easier for you to open up to a rock rather than to another human being. I'm gonna stab you first. Would you be? Would
God,
be
we're such a couple.
Yeah, would be such a shame to let someone know you can be vulnerable, right?
She extended her.
Here's my hand.
She extended her hand towards me.
Well, have to do without surprises. Okay, bye.
What's going on? Am I really that repulsive? Yeah, dude, you're kind of a douche. My relationship with my mom is my own business. Why would I confide in a stranger?
I can hear you.
Why am
I'm
I
only
even worried?
outside.
Who cares about what she thinks? I surely don't. Some time passed, but Julia wasn't coming back. She was freezing in the snow. She was so lively while talking to her mom, but now I couldn't hear a thing. Probably because she's dead in the snow. I've clearly made a mistake. Julia had nothing to do with me and Mom not getting on well. I was straight up rude. She most likely meant no harm. And she had Pop's blood in her hand. He would also scold me all the time. I hope she won't take everything to heart. Still, that look in her eyes. Did she despise me so much? The front
Thank
door
God.
opened without a sound. A cold wind made my skin tingle. Julia's face was red from the snow. Everything okay?
Yeah, I guess.
Sorry, I went a bit too far. I didn't mean to offend you.
I'm sorry as well.
Yeah, her tongue's frozen.
Should have minded my own business. It's my own fault. It's fucking cold outside.
She covered her face with her hand. Something wrong?
No. I'm fine.
How's Pops? Did you talk to him?
Yeah, you're right. Can I come in now? He was delighted to hear me. He said,
Is she not in the room yet? Is that what?
I don't know if it said she entered. It just said the door opened.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Said did you come and sit finish some business at the workshop.
What's the deal this time? I thought we finished everything by now.
I didn't pry.
Well, anyways, that's good news if you wish you could.
Can I use your bathroom?
Huh? It's in the floor.
Sorry, it may sound strange, but I don't remember when was the last time I took a shower. It was probably to get all the blood off, but it would also be cool to do some laundry.
Here, I brought all of my laundry. Please do it for me. I said that in Andrew's voice. I'm sure it's on the second floor. Well, you should already know that. Bathrobes and such are in the closet. Fresh towels are on the left. If you want a hairdryer, we have free bathrobes. Just letting you know.
I think I'll manage. Sorry for the trouble. Sorry.
Oh my God.
Told you. I thought that was you. I thought you straight up were like.
No. That's the game freaking us out. She nodded in gratitude and went upstairs, and I shook my head. SMH. What happened to her? She didn't want to as much as look at me a minute ago, and now did Pops tell her something about me? That old geezer gossiping again. I mean, it's not like I wanted her to hate me, and she was acting rather cute. Besides, did she just go to the shower knowing there's no one but me in a 50-kilometer area? Specifically a 50 square kilometer area. I'm not some sort of barbarian, but a man nonetheless. Me being friends with Pops was not a reason to be so relaxed. What? Me being with Pops is not a reason for her to be so relaxed? I also hope she wouldn't open the bottom drawer, because in that bottom drawer are all my severed tongues. I shoot away any awkward thoughts.
I too am a killer.
I should have offered her a change of clothes. My washing machine could dry, but it would take a lot of time. And also, I really wanted to see her in one of my t-shirts. Bro.
Yeah.
It was hot inside. I needed to air the room and clean up a bit. Yeah, because you really need to clean up a bit. I just noticed how messy my place was. Oh, you just now? Because all we've done was stare at it. It's hard to spot the mess when it gradually grows, but now looking at it with fresh eyes, ones that I plucked out of the sockets of my enemies, I understood the full magnitude of the tragedy. Sorry, I don't know why I'm turning this into him being a murderer, but...
Because we want more.
Yeah, we want more from this. My workplace was buried underneath wood chips. Garbage bags were sitting in my room for ages. I was so used to stepping over them that I no longer noticed them. Dude, for real, that's gross. All of my dishes were in the sink, rather than on the shelves, soaking in still water. Wait, was that mold growing over there? I felt disgusted by myself. Good thing my mom wasn't here to witness this nightmare.
Stupid bitch. I hate her so much.
Gathered everything that missed the garbage bin due to my impeccable aim. I washed all the dishes and went over the shelves with a wet cloth. It actually felt quite refreshing.
I also cleaned my record player. That's why there's no music playing.
The dust here seemed to be ages old. Even though I was sure I cleaned everything just a month ago, you could drown in filth just by being in this house for a while. Pleasant, man. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah.
When I finished cleaning the first floor, any truck's trunk was filled with 8 garbage bags, one of which was filled strictly with plastic bottles.
Because I care about the environment. I'm a caring, moping teen who hates his mother.
Dude, finally, a new frame. I'm so happy. There was much less garbage on the second floor.
This must be the magic guitar that's playing.
Yeah, I rarely visited it, so all I really needed to do is get rid of the dust whipping up the pillows. I got to work, and after some time, I heard the shower door creak a little. Ah! Jesus! Welcome back!
Thanks, you've done a good job. When I lived here back in the day, we used to boil water specifically to shower.
Oh yeah, the good old days. Every modern household here has their own personal boiler.
I see.
Did you find everything?
Yeah, I knew our washing machine could dry, but I never tried it myself. I had to dig for the manual for some info. What?
The washing machine dries?
My God.
This was bad. Did she open the bottom drawer after all? Now that was awkward. Wait, that's supposed to be internal monologue. Julia was blushing again, and I wanted to throw myself out the window.
So I did.
We stood still and studied the floor for what felt like an eternity. Then she finally spoke up.
You've been
What
cleaning.
about the tongs? Yeah.
A good idea. Can I help somehow?
There's really no need to. I'm getting lost in my characters.
Please. I have nothing to do until Grandpa comes anyways. At least that way I'll do something useful.
I was grateful for her attempt to dispel the awkward atmosphere, so I decided not to protest. Well, would be great if you could dust the pillows lying in the corner behind the curtains.
That's my nest.
She's actually a bird. Your nest.
When I kill people, I take some part of their ligaments and I actually put it into a bird-shaped nest inside the windowsill. That way I can sit in it and bathe in the blood of the innocent. I used to drag everything I deemed interesting in here. So my grandma called me a magpie and I killed her. And this place she called my nest. This was my bedroom.
Isn't it a bit cramped for a bedroom? No, actually, it's perfectly sized.
As if you'd understand. This was a royal chamber for a little girl. So don't even get it. So let's get to let's get it. Let's go to it.
Do you think it's a good idea to go outside just after the shower?
Well, it's just for a bit. The clothes dry much faster when you wear them. I thought you put it through the dry. Never mind.
What? Pops will blame me if you catch a cold.
You act like an old man. What are you, 80? And you don't look like you're even in your early 20s. Don't tell me you had never jumped into snow after a banya. After the banya.
After the bathroom? I never had, as a matter of fact. What's going on right now?
Banya. Russian banya is the closest relative of a Finnish sauna. Okay, cool.
I gave up. Julia scooped up the pillows and ran downstairs. I was rummaging through the closet when I heard strange sounds coming from outside. Julia threw pillows around. You could hardly call it dusting, but I couldn't help but smile since she was so enthusiastic about it.
Okay.
And then my phone rang.
Stop,
It
please.
was my mother. Me, teeth clenched involuntarily as hard as a bear trap. Me teething.
So mad.
I didn't pick up, but not because I didn't want to talk. Quite the contrary. Quite the contrary. I wanted to vent everything I was holding in for 8 years. I wanted to shower her. Ew. With all of my anger and spite, I wasn't sure I'd feel better, but I chickened out.
So I took it out on this new stranger I'm trying to befriend. The one that sleepwalks and kills people.
I was afraid that I would regret it.
Why are you so gloomy? Who called?
My mommy! I didn't notice her come back. Jeez, what happened to the song?
We don't need it.
Good thing I didn't pick up and she didn't hear what was on my mind. Julia was strangely worried about my problems. Wrong number, are you done?
Sir, yes, sir. Actually, no. I lied.
Why would you say that? Snowflakes sparkled in her hair.
Imagine. I'll clean up the nest. Promise me you won't go until I've finished, okay?
Sure thing. She disappeared behind the curtain, humming some unfamiliar tune. Was that you?
Ah!
Oh, God.
The first one, oh Jesus, my first one was, the first noise was, that was not.
I got back
She
to my
ripped
own
through
duties.
the internal organs.
she ripped through it like a hamster ripping through a Quaker Oats box. And then I heard something crack. What are you doing in there, peeling off wallpaper? There is no wallpaper, my man.
Mind your own business.
So I shouldn't worry. No reaction. I was going over the shelves when she finally stopped struggling. Can I go in now, or are you dead?
No, not yet.
Keep dying, but you seem to be finished.
I'm most certainly not. Wait a bit longer. Scrub the floor for now. I stepped on something here.
Poop. What arrogance. Yet the floor was definitely in need of some scrubbing.
All right, Emperor Palpatine. What arrogance.
Do it.
That's all. Go in.
I looked behind the curtain. Julie was lying on her back straight. The light from an old lamp was trembling slightly, as if it would die at any moment. Wow, you aligned the pillows. Good job, good job. God, dude, this game, for real.
Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Come here. Okay.
She patted the pillow beside her. I shot her a quizzical look. Just imagine,
I'm not
everyone.
suggesting anything strange. Just come on, lie down. Don't be afraid.
I'm not the one who should be afraid. Except you hit me with a frying pan, so
I said it aloud.
Arguing.
Hey, be careful with my hair.
Sorry.
Are you ready?
Uh-oh. I shrugged, not exactly sure what to expect, not sure what voice to use. She flicked the switch. What's happening? Oh.
Wow, a new artist.
Yeah, a totally new artist. Completely different from the first one. The lights went out, and in a second, the oblique ceiling was lit up with a bunch of bright colors. I gasped in surprise.
I did peel off the wallpaper, yeah!
What's this, Hal?
Fluorescent paint. When I was little, Grandma used to draw pentagrams with me on the walls. A lot. And this wall, or rather ceiling, became our canvas of damned. Did you know she was an artist?
No, Pops always closes off whenever he remembers her.
Do all men find it so hard to open up? Look, there's a squirrel in the corner.
A dead squirrel in the corner.
What a great transition. Do all men find it so hard to open up? Look, there's a squirrel in the corner. We met it in the forest, and I drew it on it with a bow, shot it straight through the head, stabbed it right across the street.
Looks like a rat.
Well, all rodents look alike.
Wow. You wanna say that again? Bitch.
Don't have problems with me, person who can't open up to his mother.
And what's up with its tail?
Stop it. I was really bad at drawing back then. And I still am, to be honest.
Dude, her hands are gigantic.
It's kissing
Look
music.
at those hands. Julia's drawings were easy to spot, uneven, scrawny, with a lot of unwanted details, and her grandmother's were the exact opposite. Simple but artsy. And who's this girl riding a bear, you? Julia mumbled something to herself.
I don't remember. Maybe Grandma drew it. I love inflection. It really helps
Why do
explain
you cover
things.
them up? Yeah, for real.
When she died, I thought I couldn't sleep here. So I always went downstairs to Grandpa, who was working through the night to get his mind off things. He put wallpaper over the paintings to ease my pain as well.
And also to keep the demons at bay.
But I just couldn't force myself to come back.
Do you miss her? No, of course she doesn't, you
I
douche.
see her in my dreams fairly often. Even talk to her. She's the one that makes me walk. Sometimes it's very hard to wake up.
She possesses me frequently. Oh, wow. Julia sniffled. She did it as quietly as possible, but I was too close to miss it. I could feel the smell wafting from her hair, warm and fuzzy and sticky. It smelled like Satan, an aroma unlike any shampoo.
Now it's your turn. Tell me a story.
So there was a bear walking in the woods, and then it ate a dude. That's my story. She was trying to be upbeat and cheerful, but her trembling voice gave her away. Is that true? It sounded trembling. My
holding
turn.
back tears.
What story can I tell? Little bunny foo-foo walking through the
What's
forest.
up with your mom? What's up with your mom?
Look, it's a very long story. I hate her. That's it.
Hey, my two stories are fairly long as well. Can't you give me that one in return?
2. When was that?
My grandma's passing death that made me cry while we're having an intimate moment, and my sleepwalking where I stab people because of the first incident.
She was right. I heard a lot about Julia even before we met, and now I knew even more. But I was still a complete mystery to her. I liked listening to her speak, and it was only fair to return the favor. And sharing my honest thoughts wasn't such a bad idea, was it? Probably. Where do I start? Start
from... Hey, man. You hold on. Start from the beginning. How did you two meet?
Wait, what?
Well...
Well, it was on a sunny summer day. Julia burst into laughter, the tension hanging in the air was gone in a flash. I had a wonderful family, to be frank. I am Frank, not Andrew anymore. I was sure of it. Such a warm and loving family was very rare among my peers at the time. Dad tried to spend most of his free time with me, and Mom always supported him. I was the happiest boy on earth. Every day was fantastic. I couldn't imagine it being any other way. Julia held her breath, listening closely. And then Dad was gone, and the magic atmosphere went away with him. I was 14 at the time.
Sounds like it. Ah, the difficult age.
Specifically that age is the difficult age. Turned out the boys who weren't as pampered as me matured a lot faster. I was an outcast, too soft and naive. Dad's death became a catalyst for their bullying. Children tend to be cruel, you know, and so are chickens.
Okay, so he's 22 in this game.
He is? Okay.
Yeah, ish.
I later understood that they were jealous. They thought I was feeling superior and didn't want to hang out with them since I had my ideal family. And when it became not so ideal, they gloated over it.
Did you really feel superior?
Yes. I was extremely proud of my dad. He was an air pilot. Sometimes he picked me up from school right after the landing. He wore his awesome uniform, a coat with 4 golden stripes on its sleeves, and a pilot cap. I couldn't be happier at the time. And that may have been the problem. You shouldn't show off your happiness to someone who's less fortunate. I mean, you weren't showing off. Your dad just happened to appear with his shit on.
And your mom?
My mom had basically disappeared. She started working after Dad had passed away, and we would not see each other for weeks sometimes. She came home when I was already in bed, and she went to work when I was still asleep.
So you are, you fucking crybaby.
I'm having a very difficult time trying to make this funny. I was only reminded of her presence by the fact that she constantly left some food on the table. I thought that a common grievance would unite us, but it would put us farther and farther and farther and farther and farther and farther and farther apart each day. Our relationship was reduced to occasional phone calls and silent weekend breakfast. I started skipping school because of the bullying. My grades dropped. She was informed of that, but hadn't said a single word to me. Can you believe that, bitch? And I would have been happy if she had shouted at me or had shown concern in any other way. I stopped trying to get rid of that icky, unpleasant feeling. I stopped trying to get rid of that icky, unpleasant feeling from my memories of the days that grew increasingly sad and lonely. Julia didn't rush me. Then I ran away from home. I didn't plan to. It just turned out that way. One day I came home from school after a good thrashing and called her. I wanted to spill everything to her, including my beans. I wanted to tell on the bullies. I didn't care if the whole school thought I was hiding behind my mommy. I wanted her much more than to... I wanted her help much more than to stop the bullying itself. She could have at least said something to encourage me. Wah. But she just dropped the call. She was probably busy, but I felt so betrayed knowing that your most precious person didn't have time for you. I left my phone, gathered my things, and I took off.
Not like my dad, who was also never home and also working, and I looked up to because he was so cool.
Yep.
I hate my mom for working hard.
Jeez, Julia, pay attention.
How
14.
How old were you at the time?
16. Oh, okay, well.
Sounds like, what happened next?
I spent a couple of nights at the train station, then signed up for a heaving job. I was lucky to find a company that helped me rent an apartment. Apartment. After 2 weeks, my boss told me there was a search going on for me. I met with Mom. She asked if everything was all right. It was. She didn't even flinch, and I told her how I felt, that I was much better than before. That I don't need my mommy. She gave me my phone, a bit of cash, and left for good. End of story. Bye.
That stupid bitch. She gave me money and phone. Stupid whore. I hate her. Fucking raising me by herself when dad died, stepping in to fill that role. You fucking... Okay, so I've already hated on him because of a similar situation in my life, except for, my dad stepped out instead of... dying. So, I don't know. Maybe be more grateful, you fucking clod.
Yeah, for real, dude. Maybe you should have stepped up a bit.
Well, it's certainly not the end, considering you're waiting for her visit.
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Does that have anything to do with your trembling hands?
So you've noticed?
That wasn't intentional.
One thing, I don't know why. Well, it may have played a part. Julia was in deep thought, and I was finally able to sigh in relief.
Oh.
It was hard to share personal stuff like this, but it was even harder to keep it pent up inside. I never told Pops the whole story, just portions of it, so that he'd love me.
He's never of listening female.
Yeah.
Roughly the same age with no relation. Because that would look too unmanly.
It would look childish.
Nonsense. There's nothing childish about sharing your problems with other people. That is true.
It is true.
In fact, being childish is not an offense either. Being an adult is far worse.
What? So that's why Pop is like that.
Like what?
Very infantile. Nice word there, man.
I studied it. I'm glad to hear it. If you're not hinting at Alzheimer's...
Wait, Alzheimer's?
Of course. There we go. Okay, that's an inflection sentence. Well, I'm glad to hear it. If you're not hinting at Alzheimer's, of course.
Okay. We both laughed at the same time.
You know, sometimes I find it very hard to understand my parents, especially Dad. He never once visited Grandma since the time he left. Even when she got sick, he didn't go to the hospital or to her funeral. I thought I would never forgive him for this, but I did eventually, and still, I couldn't quite understand him. And Grandpa didn't say a thing. I'd be furious if I was him, but he was so calm and collected, as if he had an arm sleeve of tattoos. Was the way things are supposed to be. I always thought that there's something adults know that we don't, and as soon as we get that knowledge, we become adults ourselves.
We dolt ourselves. A woman child, 23 years of age. What?
Hey, it's rude to remind a lady of her age.
Oh, she's 23. Okay. You're young and pretty. Isn't it the best time for that?
Yeah.
I wanted to turn my gaze toward her, but my vision was limited by how dim the light was. I couldn't see her, dude.
I couldn't see her, dude. She was there somewhere, dude. I couldn't see her, dude.
She was over there in the darkness somehow.
Anyways, it's not that simple.
Yeah, it is.
Not like randomly glowing UV paint light without a UV light.
Yeah. Julia continued the conversation, and I fell asleep bored.
When I graduated school, we had a huge fight with Dad. Like, huge fight with Dad. I missed Grandpa, and I wanted to come here, and he insisted I entered a university.
University.
He paid for it. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
He wanted to better me in some way. Fucking asshole. So I cried a lot and said some really stupid things, but he still heard me out. And when I calmed down, he hugged me real tight, broke a rib or two, and said that I was just like my grandma. This was the only time he ever did something like that. He and Mom, they always thought strong emotions to be something unnecessary. I think being like them means being an adult. Repressing my feelings to this point is probably what led to me walking around and stabbing people at night. But at that moment, I understood just how deeply he loved her and how hard it was on him. I mean, everyone has their own way of dealing with grief and showing support. Your mom certainly did care about you, since she was always cooking you breakfasts. And you were a fucking asshole to her. I hope you feel bad and burn in hell. And how should have she? And how should? Okay.
And how should have she known you?
No,
needed,
all right. In
wow.
the spirit of the season, and how should have she known you needed her when you didn't even tell her about it once?
How does phone?
Show me your destinies. It's cool when someone can understand you without words, but try to get into her shoes. She was supporting your family by herself after she had lost your dad.
Yeah,
you expected support from her, but you didn't consider she also needed it.
Yeah. Well, she never said anything. All right, hey, I think we should call this an episode and continue.
Yes, all right. Andrew's being brought to church, boys.
Yep, he's getting a come to Jesus moment, a come to mommy moment.
Oh, man. I hope you guys are having a great new year, and we love you, and I hope you're celebrating, and call your mom. Call your mom.
That's right, call your mom.
Don't be an Andrew. Okay, we love you.
Don't be me.
Bye.
Bye.